Tonight we are tracking multiple wildfires, including this one, now so large that is prompting a federal response.
And I'm tracking more hot, dry weather. Plus, get ready for more smoke and haze moving in over the next couple of days. We'll get to all those details in your First Alert forecast.
And we are hearing from law enforcement officers staying busy this holiday weekend with Operation Dry Water.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. We begin with breaking news of a fast-moving fire that has now shut down both directions of I-82 between Prosser and Benton City. It has forced level 3 go now evacuations. The first calls came in around 1 o'clock this afternoon. The breezy, extremely dry conditions meant that fire spread quickly. It's put up a huge smoke plume that's visible from pretty much all over the Tri-Cities. The fire has already jumped the Yakima River. It is threatening homes and at least one structure has burned. We're going to keep you up to date on the latest at applevalleynewsnow.com. And firefighters battled several fires over the weekend in Yakima County, including one in Selah that required people to run from their homes. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us if you are not signed up for evacuation alerts or if you're not from the area, you may not realize when it's time to go.
Authorities say they had to evacuate about 20 homes here on Rest Haven Road in Selah. The fire rose to 300 acres and at one point was about 40 yards away from the nearest home. But they say not everyone got the notification. If you're just passing through, you can listen to the radio or check the local emergency management social media pages. But if you're a resident, the alerts automatically go out to landlines in the area. However, if you don't have a home phone, you have to sign up for Alert Yakima to get notifications on your cell phone. Firefighters will go door to door to warn people, but sometimes it's too dangerous to send them out or they're too far away to get there in time.
If we're up like on Highway 410, it's going to take at least 45 minutes to get up there to start doing door to door. 45 minutes is a long time for a fire to grow.
Authorities say your best bet is to follow Yakima Valley Emergency Management on Facebook and sign up for Alert Yakima so that if there is an emergency, you can get notified immediately instead of waiting for a knock at the door. Reporting, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Emily. A fire in the Columbia River Gorge is now blamed for destroying buildings, including at least several homes. This is in Skamania County near Hood River, but on the Washington side. A part of State Route 14 is shut down. This fire has burned more than 500 acres so far. There are dozens of firefighters already working to get it contained. More expected to arrive over the course of today. And FEMA has authorized federal funding to help pay for the fire response, because officials say this could become a major disaster. We know many people had to leave their homes in a hurry on Sunday.
Unfortunately, it's the same thing another year. It's what we have every year, it seems like.
Which was like right next to our house, so they rushed everyone out and they were in a hurry, kind of yelling, like not really giving them an option, because it's a fire,
Now, there is a red flag warning for Skamania County through Wednesday, and fire officials are warning boaters on the Columbia River to stay alert because the aircraft will be scooping up water from the river to fight the fire. And we are seeing some smoke from that fire starting to impact air quality. Stacey, you're also tracking wildfire smoke from Canada coming our way.
That's right. We are tracking that, and we're going to start to see that develop over the next couple of days. We do have some red flag warnings, obviously, for the Cascades all the way down to the Columbia River Gorge and the North Columbia Basin area towards Moses Lake and Othello. Again, red flag warning. That's in place till 11 o'clock tonight for this region. But again, we want to be hyper vigilant and fire wise this season as those fires seem to be getting out of control. Our temperatures around the area, again, nice and warm out there at 91 right now in the Tri-Cities. It's 88 in Yakima, 92 in Hermiston, 90 degrees right now in Walla Walla. Now, we have been talking about those breezy winds, and those have picked up quite a bit this afternoon through the Columbia Basin, a little bit lighter down the Yakima Valley, but breezy winds and again, these dry conditions, fire danger extremely elevated heading into our 4th of July holiday tomorrow. Air quality in the area, though, still pretty good. That could change, though, and we'll be tracking that for you with that increasing smoke and haze coming in from Canada. More triple-digit temperatures are on the way this week. And again, fire danger high. I'll get to all of the details in your First Alert weather. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Kennewick police raced to the Rite Aid on Ely Street this morning because of reports that someone inside had a gun. Now, police say that turned out not to be true. They did find a 52-year-old man barricaded in the bathroom. Police say after a short standoff, they were able to take him into custody. He's now been booked into jail for felony harassment, among other charges. In Pasco, take a look at this. Drivers on I-182 got backed up in both directions because of a truck that ended up on its side in the median. This was between Argent and Road 68 in Pasco around 1:30 this afternoon. We're still working to get details on what happened. Since this was on the highway, State Patrol is in charge of the investigation. Now, around the same time, another crash impacted drivers on Road 68 at Court Street. You can see an SUV and a pickup truck were involved in this crash. The pickup truck there ended up on its roof. Pasco police are investigating this one. Just a reminder, anytime you see these flashing lights, I know everybody's in a hurry, but you need to slow down. You need to move over if you can. That gives first responders the room they need to work. Now, law enforcement stayed busy on the water this weekend through today. Operation Dry Water is a national campaign to make sure people are staying safe on the water. Advocates say alcohol is the leading contributing factor in deadly boating accidents. And law enforcement officers tell us it doesn't matter if you're on land or on the water, the legal limit is the same.
BUI is boating under the influence. If you are caught over a .08, just like on the road, or you're operating a boat in a reckless manner and we find that you're impaired to the point where you're not operating safely, then you're going to go to jail. You're going to be arrested, you're going to go through the field sobriety tests, then you're going to be taken up to the jail and booked just the same as you would on the road.
Officers were also checking on boat safety and making sure that everyone had the required life jackets. They even got some help from the Coast Guard today. We're going to talk about that coming up tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6. Well, holiday travel troubles aren't entirely smoothed out, even as things have calmed down a little at airports across the country. FlightAware reported today that hundreds of flights were delayed, although only a few dozen were canceled. United Airlines in particular has been struggling to manage the holiday travel load. Now, the CEO of United says they're working to reorganize flights to and from their hub in New Jersey. The TSA says almost 2.9 million people went through airport security on Friday. That's their highest number ever recorded. Federal officials are expecting another travel surge on Wednesday as people head home after the holiday. But unfortunately, the weather has not cooperated with holiday travelers in many parts of the country. We're talking intense heat, severe storms, tornadoes, and even flooding after extreme rain in the Midwest. ABC's Melissa Adon is tracking all of that.
Amid a record-breaking holiday travel week with millions of Americans hitting the roads and skies, millions are also facing severe weather. Damaging winds and hail slamming Lexington, Kentucky, widespread power outages, and major damage to homes like this one. Heavy rains also hammering parts of the Midwest, nearly 9 inches falling in some areas. Storms hitting cities with major airports like New York, Philly, and Charlotte, North Carolina. In Chicago, residents wading through deep water, ditching their cars to escape flooding. The Chicago River even reversed to ease flooding conditions downtown.
I went and then my car just started floating and I said, oh snap. So my first reaction is to escape from the car. I opened the door and water started flooding my feet.
In Pennsylvania, at least 3 tornadoes reported over the weekend, several buildings destroyed.
I grabbed my girlfriend and grabbed the hold of her to keep her from getting hit, and it came through and just left loose. Next thing I know, we're on the ground and the building's on top of us.
I just started bawling, which I could do now. In fact, we have a tree right now laying on my roof.
Meanwhile, many are also facing scorching heat from Oregon to North Carolina. 36 million Americans now under heat advisories or warnings, some areas hitting triple-digit temperatures. The hot weather out west is expected to be over 110 degrees in places like Phoenix and Las Vegas, with triple-digit highs over in places in the Pacific Northwest, all this lasting through the 4th of July holiday. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, it's not just the U.S. Take a look at this. This is a tornado that hit near a town in Alberta, Canada. We're told it wrecked homes, it killed livestock, didn't injure any people seriously. But the Royal Canadian Mounted Police said they received reports of a large tornado along a major highway. This tornado's width was 1/2 mile to 1.2 miles. And police said, again, numerous homes were damaged, but there are no known injuries. The tornado warning later ended. We're told this twister passed between two communities, did damage a dozen homes, but could have been much worse if it had hit either one straight on. Making headlines across America tonight, Washington is one of 10 states planning to sue the EPA over wood-burning stoves. Now, they're saying the EPA hasn't been staying on top of emissions. Standards for wood-burning stoves in homes, which means people who trade in their old stoves or appliances for new versions, haven't necessarily helped improve air quality. Now, while the EPA isn't commenting right now on the planned lawsuit, their Office of Inspector General did release a report back in February saying that performance standards for residential wood heaters were not clear and were too flexible. Now, taking a live look outside in the Tri-Cities, we are seeing some kind of, this is Toppenish. We're seeing a little bit of haze start to move in. That's not from wood-burning stoves. We're not doing that at this temperature. We are talking about wildfires, though, that are moving across our area. That's coming up in your first alert forecast. And still ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 5, we are talking about Tyson putting antibiotics back into its chicken starting this year. Details next.
This week, the consequential decisions that will impact a generation after the many blockbuster Supreme Court rulings. What more could be at stake? More Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Hi, I'm Eddie Morphine from Morphine Law Firm. If you've been wronged and you need to make it right, give us a call. We're not afraid to fight. If you need an attorney with your best interests in mind, give us a call at Morphine Law Firm.
Catch a glimpse of greatness when the Epson Tour LPGA Tournament returns to Pendleton this summer for the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic. Join us on the greens August 14th through the 20th when over 140 professional golfers from around the world compete for a chance to play in the LPGA. Come experience the excitement as they play at one of America's top casino golf courses. Cheer on these talented golfers in person when the Epson Tour returns to Pendleton. Tickets on sale now. Visit wildhorseresort.com for details.
To celebrate the 4th of July, we're going to Idaho's 4th of July Summit.
We basically manage about 22.5 miles of trail.
A special winter flight in the middle of summer.
Really nice up there.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Bikes, pancakes, a parade, the cardboard regatta, fireworks, and so much more as Apple Valley News Now welcomes Pasco's grand old 4th of July celebration. Get more information at PascoGeo4.com, and we'll see you at Pasco's grand old 4th of July.
It's your chance to save big at More Furniture during our 4th of July sale with Doorbuster Sofas. This deep seating sofa with 5 decorative accent pillows is only $4.99, or upgrade to the Sofa Chaise for only $7.99. For a more contemporary vibe, choose this full-size sofa in a rich dark blue to add pop to any room at an incredible value of only $3.99. More Furniture is stocked with the looks you'll love, all on sale for the 4th of July. But hurry in, these Doorbuster specials won't last.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Your Dust Devils are back Wednesday, June 28th through Monday, July 3rd. Come out for a weekend full of fireworks. Saturday, July 1st, we'll light up the night sky thanks to Benton Franklin Orthopedic Associates. Then Monday, July 3rd, in celebration of Independence Day, we'll have a one-of-a-kind fireworks display, courtesy of U.S. Cellular. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
Portion of KFKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. The largest poultry producer in the United States is planning to start giving its chickens antibiotics once again. Tyson announced it was ditching the drugs almost a decade ago and started putting a no antibiotics ever label on its packages. But now Tyson says by the end of this year, you'll see labels that say no antibiotics important to human medicine. So antibiotics on their own aren't bad. In fact, they can be a really good thing in certain types of illnesses. There has been concern about farmers using antibiotics too much and potentially creating superbugs that are immune to medication. But the USDA says farmers can use antibiotics that are not considered crucial to treating human diseases. Now, as for other major chicken producers in the United States, Purdue says it still doesn't use antibiotics. Pilgrim's Pride says it uses some. Fireworks went on sale in Washington last week, and people have been celebrating with them ever since. Tonight, we're hearing from two young men who learned the hard way how important it is to light your fireworks from a distance. Carolina Hassett has their story.
Nick Langrieb and Reese Mueller had to be taken to the hospital shortly after this video was taken on a windy night back in March.
As soon as I took the lighter to the wick, everything kind of went white. Yeah. As in, I was blind and deaf for about 10 seconds. Once I regained my vision back, I looked down at my hand and saw it was just a sea of red.
The explosion causing Mueller's phone that he had in his hand to hit him in the face, causing a deep gash in his forehead.
Once, obviously, I regained my vision back and my hearing, I then looked down at my hands and was like, okay, something bad happened.
The two ended up having surgery on their hands, with some things not being salvageable.
Issue with the firework injuries is that it's a big blast and it's a traumatic injury, and usually what it does is it causes kind of partial amputations. Even though they may still be intact, it's not getting blood flow out to the tips of the fingers, so they're not getting they're not salvageable.
Winter says other common injuries he sees when it comes to fireworks include dislocations, fractures, and burn marks. He added that what a lot of people don't realize about fireworks is that they can malfunction at any time.
Even when you think they're a dud and that they're not going to go off, we've had people who have picked them up in the park, not even their firework, and then it blows up in their hand.
If you're planning to set off your own fireworks this year, make sure to follow the directions and get a longer fuse to light it from a distance. But most importantly,
don't hold them in your hand.
Wish someone told me that.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to check out fireworks from a safe distance, the city of Pendleton is holding its fireworks show tonight. The fireworks start at dusk near Walmart. Then there's a 4th of July parade tomorrow morning. Now, here in the Tri-Cities, Pasco's grand old 4th of July celebration starts with a parade also at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. There's a full day of events planned at Memorial Park, then fireworks at Geisa Stadium at 10 tomorrow night.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll start out with our Geisa Sky Cam tonight, Dust Devil Stadium. Again, earlier today, we could see all the traffic on I-182. Things are moving along nicely this evening. Our sunset tonight at 8:51. Let's take a look at temperatures around the area. Again, very warm night, 91 right now. Tri-Cities, it's 90 in Walla Walla, 90 in Toppenish, 88 in Yakima, 86 in Ellensburg. Let's plan your night out. Again, we're going to start to see some smoke and haze developing, not only from fires burning currently, but from the fires burning in Canada, as the wind is going to shift now in a northerly flow, bringing all of that smoke and haze into our region. So we'll have hazy conditions there in the Columbia Basin, Yakima as well, down to 84 degrees at 8 p.m. and in Walla Walla, look for smoke and haze as well, 82 degrees by 8 p.m. Here's our satellite and radar. Again, big strong ridge of high pressure sitting out over the coast. Again, clear, I call it severe clear, all the way down the west coast. And again, those hot conditions will continue to build as the week moves along. As we get into about midweek, we're actually going to see temperatures heading right back to those triple digits. And again, critical fire danger, very, very important right now. Now, we have been seeing these winds picking up this evening through the Columbia Basin, Prosser, Hanford area. Light winds along the foothills of the Blues and a little bit lighter winds up the Yakima Valley into Ellensburg tonight. Wind gusts are going to be picking up as the evening rolls on as well. And we'll even start to see those winds developing through the Yakima Valley. So again, this does not help the firefighters. Breezy to gusty winds along the foothills of the Blues getting till about 8 o'clock tonight. Then we'll start to see those winds decline in the Columbia Basin. Tomorrow, look for light breezy winds in the morning hours, and those winds again picking up in the afternoon, again making dangerous fire conditions through the entire region. Gusty winds in Yakima, light winds in the Tri-Cities moving through your 4th of July. But again, we do have that red flag warning in place for the northern Columbia Basin, so about from Othello all the way up north, and then again here along the Cascade Crest all the way down to the Columbia River Gorge with critical fire danger in place again till 11 o'clock for this portion of the Columbia Basin. So just be aware of that. Now that smoke, unfortunately, you're going to start seeing it filter in tonight as our winds are shifting down from the north, bringing that smoke from the Canadian wildfires that have been burning for quite a while. Again, we'll start to really see that slide in first in the Kittitas Valley and the Yakima Valley by morning, making its way into the Columbia Basin, and again, thick at times. So this could impair our air quality. So we'll have to keep you up to date on that, especially if you're sensitive. Just be very aware of that. Right now, our air quality is doing just fine through the region, but I suspect that will start to change overnight tonight. Temperatures on the mild side, we're going to see 50s and low 60s, 60 in the Tri-Cities, 61 Yakima, 54 Pendleton, 57 overnight in Walla Walla. In the Yakima and Kittitas Valley for tomorrow, look at those temperatures once again, right about like they were today, maybe a few degrees warmer there, a couple of degrees warmer in the Columbia Basin, and we'll see temperatures mainly in the 90s there. And then heading into the Blue Mountains, those temperatures in the 80s and 90s there as well. Here's your short-term forecast. Happy 4th tomorrow, 93 for the high. Want to stay hydrated. Again, look for the hazy conditions. 4th of July, 92 in the Yakima Valley. And for Walla Walla, again, those triple digits coming back in by Thursday. Lots to get to. I've got your 7-day planning forecast on the way. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. A winning Powerball ticket would now be worth an estimated $522 million. It's the second time this year that the lottery jackpot has climbed over $500 million. Now, you might remember that last one over $500 million was purchased in Western Washington back in February. Now, nobody has won the jackpot since April 19th. Next drawing is coming up tonight. Powerball ticket only costs $2, but your odds in winning are less than 1 in 292 billion. Up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, a popular music competition in Yakima is back and bigger than before. We're looking ahead to that next.
Portion of KFKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
It's the Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row. That's 5 days, where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, get 6 years, no interest. But hurry, the Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
It's great to see you. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
It's a celebration of Merlot this summer in Walla Walla, July 13th through the 15th. Join more than 50 Walla Walla wineries for Celebrate Walla Walla Valley Wine. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium Merlots during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Participate in this full sensory experience from July 13th through the 15th. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
Does shopping for bladder control products have you feeling like you need someone to be on the lookout for you? Now you have your privacy back. We're HDIS, and we home deliver bladder control products directly to you. We're always on the lookout for you. You get free shipping in plain, unmarked boxes. So your private matters stay private. We understand how you feel. For over 35 years, we've delivered bladder control products to millions of Americans, just like you. You don't have to worry about incontinence any longer. Call now for your free product sample pack and over $45 in money-saving coupons. At HDIS, we're always in stock. We carry all brands in hundreds of styles and sizes. You'll be sure to get what you need, guaranteed.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog and $45 in money-saving coupons and free product samples, call 800-257-0683. That's 800-257-0683.
It's the Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit for only $299.99. Plus 6 years, no interest, and free shipping. But hurry, the Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Welcome back. Tomorrow is the 6th annual Apple Jam competition put on by Yakima Federal Savings and Loans. This is a chance for local bands and musicians to perform on a big stage, maybe for the first time. This year, they have an even bigger stage. It's about 40 feet wide, allowing the artists to move more on stage. Almost all of the performers are new this year, but the prizes are still the same. $500 each for the best band, best soloist, and best performer overall.
The purpose is to give local musicians a stage and let them be seen, because an awful lot of people play in their garage or they play to family and friends, and they're just never seen by a big group of people.
So there's free parking, free admission, plus kids events, a beer garden, fair food, and a carnival. Gates open at noon. The competition starts at 4. At 10, they'll be lighting off fireworks. And it's going to be hot tomorrow. We're going to have a final look at your forecast when we come back. Plus, still ahead on World News Tonight, at least 30 people were injured, 2 of them fatally, when a mass shooting erupted Sunday in Baltimore, turning what had been a neighborhood block party into what one witness described as a war zone. ABC News is tracking the search for suspects in that shooting, coming up in about 5 minutes.
This is Broadway's Rock of Ages Band, July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel.
Fred's 4th of July sale is on now. Get the best buy of the year on Samsung laundry sets.
Fred's has this Samsung laundry set marked down to only $729 each. Save $400 on the set.
Or save 30% on this Samsung front-load laundry set.
Fred's has front-load laundry sets in stock and on sale.
Nobody has the selection you'll see with one stop at Fred's Appliance. Fred's 4th of July sale is on now. You don't want to miss this sale.
Dear road rivals, you may have 4 wheels, headlights, and a similar build, but our resemblance ends right there. You see, the Camry's been named best-selling car in America. But cheer up, wannabe twinsies. If you try harder, maybe you can catch up. Later, Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Ooh, someone just got the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard. All that DQ soft serve cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and signature sprinkles? Dad, you said you'd wait until you got home before digging in.
I never said that.
Pretty sure you did. Cue the confetti! That's cold. Because the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard won't be here forever. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it in the app.
Pasco's Grand Old 4th of July celebration. July 4th Tuesday fun begins at Memorial Park with a Kiwanis breakfast at 7, and the Grand Old 4th of July parade returns with a new extended route at 10. The Camp Patriot Show and Shine at noon with a cardboard regatta at 1. And the free Grand Old 4th of July fireworks show is at Pasco Sporting Complex at 10 that evening. More activities info at PascoGO4.com. That's PascoGO4.com.
Saddle up and head over to Horse Heaven Saloon in Prosser, a family-owned and operated business in the heart of America's Hop Valley. Come experience in-house brewed craft beer, fresh and unique foods, and much more. It's all waiting for you at the Horse Heaven Saloon in historic downtown Prosser.
Introducing the new line of crispy chicken pizzas from Little Caesars. Large pizzas with white sauce and crispy chicken, topped with either a swirl of barbecue, buffalo, or garlic parm sauce, or choose no swirl at all. New crispy chicken pizzas available online for $9.99.
Pizza.
You're getting a $1,000 check for Dayspring Ministries.
The need that the women have in the jail is tremendous. Knowing that you're helping someone else, you know, and that you're making a difference in their life.
She's like my hero. I just want to be just like her when I get older.
All goes to God, because I couldn't do it without him.
STCU's Volunteers Count honors volunteers in our communities. Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at your forecast. Stacey, I think I've acclimated because it actually feels really good outside today.
Well, it cooled down slightly over the weekend, but yeah, it's hot, it's dry, fire danger is high. Let's take a look at that 7-day planning forecast. The place to be is the swimming pool for sure. Again, a nice hot day for your July 4th. Look at those temperatures back to the triple digits by the middle of the week, and we stay hot right into next week. So really no breaks. It's summer, and that's what we get.
Hydrate and stay in the air conditioning if you can.
There you go.
All right. World News Tonight with David Muir is coming up next. Apple Valley News Now is back tonight at 6. And of course, you can find the latest anytime on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.